This video is driving me insane. Dead by Daylight is a horror game of the asymmetrical variety. This means that it is one-to-one with real life, featuring characters such as Leon the Sex Kennedy, Ghostface, Nicolas Cage, it's literally just Nick Cage, and my personal favorite, Matthew. Just like real life, the game's universe is quite expansive. In this entry of totally normal videos, I am doing a challenge, because the production isn't exhilarating enough. There are two sides, Killer and Survivor, the latter with 4 types of playstyles, and I will be covering 2 of them. Aim of the game is to repair 5 generators before your manager performs an OSHA beatdown on your team. There's a good reason this game is comparable to the Amazon warehouse experience. Each playstyle will have 3 builds attached to it, starting off pretty generalized, getting a bit more specific, and then evolving into a virus. Here's to hoping I can make it to the end. Before I dive into the deep end, I just want you guys to know I really love myself. Which is why I chose to put rules on this challenge, just to prevent myself from taking any cheap ways out. As you can see, there's quite a bit, and to be quite frank, I ain't reading all that. So with that being said, let's jump into our first challenge. Basically, I'm gonna keep this brief because this game is quite expensive. 4 survivors, 1 killer. Hotel, Trivago. 5 gens, 3 hook states. 50 minutes. Avoid this fucking guy. Rather, these fucking guys. DBD was not built for this. That can be done in many ways, such as harassing a killer, harassing your teammates, or the way Coatman intended, stealth. I've tried to sneak around, but this gash in my ass cheeks needs to be touched. And to finish my preparations, I need a name. The DBD community is known for their many names, such as Conjant, Blightslap Ballsack. Yes, there's probably multiple. And of course, Hex, like and subscribe. So I chose a name that showcases who I am, what I do, and my good old-fashioned values. Enter the tale of the Tapinator. Makes my vault silent. Vaulting prevents me from leaving scratch marks. I vault fast, I go fast. Giving a black man to stealth build, a tale as old as times. This build has been in the game for 6 whole years, and to this day, still holds up. It's so reliable, in fact, that I still have a free perk slot. So I'm going to ignite the Stein Star with a brand new perk, Finesse. It just makes me vault faster. At the start of the game, I kicked things off by interrupting a pep talk between my teammates.
Our piece of shit manager almost fired us for plagiarizing visual novel intros.
What? No, he almost fired you for slacking off.
Shut it, Tap. Anyway, so I was crying in the break room where Bezos comes up and says we're moving warehouses
You mean like what he's doing now, right?
Wait, what? Oh shit, not again.
Hello. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna get back to work.
I hope you don't mind, but I am going to make an example out of you.
Why is this your example?
I appreciate your hard work.
This game was actually pretty uneventful, aside from the California gender reveal. I have been forsaken by association. After meeting quota and setting off the alarm, I had a chance to spice things up and yeah, no, I'm not doing that shit. Alright, level 2. This build is a little more stealth focused and way more confrontational. But unfortunately, due to my personal rule of one person must be doing their job, I was stuck as the honorary gen jockey. For the winning game at least. I like being ran as much as the next guy, but need I explain?
Get back to fucking work.
You look different.
I hit puberty.
You mean to tell me you can still grow?
A small warning. My final form is a little off the rails.
Alright, that's enough out of you, buddy. Endgame was a little spicier because, hi Nia. That's right. It's 4-on-1 and we were able to get the save and only escape until Sable ran in a wrong direction? Well, I tried. The time has come for me to reveal the pinnacle of stealth builds. A build that makes one undetectable by even the most observant of killers and managers. Distortion hides my aura. Shadow Step hides my scratch marks. Light-footed silences my running. And lastly, Object of Obsession. There's a reason I named the build Shadow Stepties. Literal first run of this build, and I got the absolute perfect map for this, and unfortunately so did the killer. Yeah, this is a stealth off. Thankfully, I'm able to set up my boon in the dead center of the map, which just so happens to be the torture room. Listen, I'm all for disciplinary action, but this is a fucking OSHA violation. Not wanting this to be an uneventful game, I go for a jog to look for some action, only to find death and teammates. I think the stealth build is working, guys. Hey guys, Conjant here, and as you saw, I am currently facing the fear. and building the future. Previously, we were trying to hide from Jeff Bezos, allegedly. Now we are going on strike. Listen, to do this, I need a plan. And all you guys need to know is that running around in circles is the fucking plan. I don't even know what else to say. Shit just works. Enter game 1. Or 4. I don't even really know anymore. I started playing Super Monkey Ball in between attempts. I entered a game with my totally legit stealth build. Overlapping concepts isn't just a meme anymore, it's a way of life. Walkers, while previously used to hide, are now a chase mechanic. Ignore the fact that I forgot about its existence. It's like 75% of the build. Let's just say there's a good reason these perks took me 2 hours to escape. Now, it's time to move into our specialized chase build, because the last one was a little easy to ignore. How very demure and mindful of me. Thankfully, my days of hiding have long since ended, and I can finally stand up to the big bad Bamazon and ask for a raise. Hey, so about that promote—
Sir, this is a break room.
Ugh, delicious. Also, what the fuck?
We're short-staffed.
Just like a king in his crown, I am a one-man army without the arms, but I have 4 personality traits to balance out my problems and create others. Hey guys, Henry Parsons here, and today we're going to be testing a live sample of the smallpox virus. Our guest star Albert is very eager to try it. I don't know what else to say. They just go together like MIT and Quaker Oats. I start off the testing phase on a high note by getting snuck up on by Albert. He's known for being quite stealthy, guys, I promise. He doesn't have the loudest heartbeat in the game. Thankfully, I'm able to recuperate and discreetly lead him to a jungle gym, complete with a window to jump and a pallet to drop. I can use these to keep him busy when he's not dashing into chests. Don't worry, bro, I feel ya. Just before my smallpox evolves into big pox, I am caught lacking and get put on a meat hook to repent for my sins of the past, for they are about to become the fins of the future. The sin in question? Being dog shit. Now being 1 hook away from death, I learned my lesson and do my job for a bit, before being briefly visited again for experimentation. My fault for spending my entire life savings on gamer subs, I guess. Remember kids, it's not called addiction, it's called autism, and let it be known, I do not suffer from my condition. I fucking thrive from it. Due to my lack of suffering, Albert loses interest in me twice, and I'm able to slip between him and Sable to make build number 2 a success. Take that, Oatmeal Empires. So, this is the chase segment, right? And to chase means to confront the killer head on. Hear me out. There's this one killer perk that lasts for a fair bit that exists to funnel survivors towards them, unless you get downed. For the sake of confrontation, this is where these 2 perks come in handy. Plot twist. When I am injured, I can down myself. No mither. I'm always injured. These 2 perks work in perfect unison to create a build I like to call, and fuck this perk in particular. I don't even know if the killer has the perk half the time, I just down myself the moment the match starts. Though, if there's one thing I regret, it's choosing this build. You see, starting off with 2 health states is an absolute luxury. This is because if I am caught off guard, I can still get away. This build prevents that. If I get hit even once, I go down and get put on a meat hook. This build isn't even a test of my skill, it's a test of my fucking patience, and virtuous is not in my vocabulary. Exhibit A.
I want to play a game.
Yeah, I'm sure you do, buddy. Starting off the 3rd game in my home field, I assert my dominance by taking a nap while my team looks for work. This lets them repair uninterrupted while I slack off, just in case the killer wants to thwart their progress. This is what I like to call a fair trade, as I can't really do anything while I'm asleep. Notice how the moment I start being productive, the game goes to shit. Thankfully, I am warned of the killer approaching by the sounds of her breaking the wall right next to me. Is there like a snooze button for this, or okay, I guess I'm doing this. God, this is why I can't stand disorganized workers. I get off, start the cycle anew, and change jobs to the healer, for some reason. Yeah, just send the only injured guy to the killer's location. I'm sure that will go well. Oh, grab me a soggy biscuit and call it Krispy Kreme, it actually worked. Say, come to think of it, this match is going a little too well, and oh, yep, there we go. Hello? Okay then, bye. After running around like a headless chicken, I discovered the ability to go upstairs, which leads me to my teammate. Shit. Alright guys, I'm gonna have you guys handle it from here. Wait a minute. So, while in a chase, every individual window can be vaulted up to 3 times. This is to prevent what I'm doing. The game straight up forgot to start a chase. Unfortunately, I am eventually caught and put on a hook. I did get saved, and I may have gotten out, but joke's on my team, I lack object permanence. Just like the entity.
I need a moment. Fade the video to black.
Wait a minute, I haven't even escaped.
It was nothing to write home about.
Oh, that's fucking boring. Alright, here you go.
I revered you, valued you as an employee, but you have opened my eyes. You are but another greedy warehouse worker.
Dude, I'm a cop.
Well, in that case, do you want the job?
Fuck it, sure. Anyway, what was this fade for again?